Станиславна, с вашего разрешения можно?
Sure, yeah, go ahead. We have no secrets. As much as you keep for the prospective students and their parents and the stakeholders, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
So we've known each other for so many years, so we trust each other. Yeah. That's important for the collaboration. Okay, so the weather is much promising, you know, there will be sun someday, but we do understand that there are some limitations in terms of the climate, maybe all logistic things, but there are, you know, positive and negative things. But first I would like to hear your impressions.
And the university, what we have found is it is world class. The infrastructure, the teaching, the professor you have, the faculties, everything is awesome. Okay. If you compare from a lot of university, actually I keep on visiting to university around the world, around the countries, but this we can keep on the top, one of the top.
Thank you. Okay, so I'll pass this evaluation to the doctors. Yes, well, technically we are very much proud of this medical institute. You do understand it's a very competitive institute and there is a very high, you know, competition to get for the Russian students, for international students, and we'll always try to choose absolutely the best, the top students. And yes, they are very professional. They have world recognition in terms of their research and the collaboration they have in their areas, and you understand that the infrastructure is an important part of this research and training of the students. And you have seen the facilities, you have seen the technology we are developing that allows our students to be in this cutting edge level of their preparation. And what we like is that these professors are very rigorous in terms of training the students. You do understand for young people, you know, sometimes discipline may be, you know, boring or tiresome. Especially for international students, we do understand they leave their families, they're out of their parental control. So some of them, this is the first time when they're on their own, you know, they feel this maturity, you know, this instant, you know, freedom. But the professors, they know how to work with you, both Russian, international, understanding the culture. We work, we international people, we work very closely, explaining difference in culture, religious background, how not to, you know, maybe how to be tactful, how not to, you know, touch the touchy sport, you know, things like that. So it takes a while. And for us, I wouldn't keep any secrets. It will be quite a challenge to host a large group of students from India, because we have some sporadic experience of students from India. Well, some of them were very nice people, you know, good students, but they were a few. And we do understand when there is a group coming, that's a different attention, that's a different sport for us, for the international specials here, for the dormitory people and things like that. But we are ready for that. So, since we have been, you know, preparing for this for such a long period of time, so it's important not to burn out, okay? Because you've met the professors, some of them are very much, you know, hyper to get started.
And the best part is what Indian government has done from 2017, because there is NEET. Now what they have done, in NEET you have to qualify mandatory, then only you can go abroad. That means out of, we can say like 14 lakh students, approx only 7 lakh students are able to clear that exam. And only these 7 lakh students can go abroad, out of that 7 can go abroad to study. That means the another 7 lakh, which you can say like a waste product for studying medical, who are not fit for studying medical. They even can't go abroad to study. That means now we are getting a quality student in overseas, who are capable of studying actually. This is the justification by Indian government.
Yeah, that sounds very promising. You know, we also have done our own research, and we talked to other medical schools that already have students from India, just to identify the major, you know, risky issues or things that we have to foresee. And what we've heard that most of the our colleagues, they very highly evaluate the level of chemistry training of your students. So that because the standards of school standards are different,
Yeah.
and your students usually get a very higher or deeper level of chemistry at the school level, which is good because chemistry and anatomy are the major things for the first year of their training.
Exactly.
I'm already a specialist here because I've been involved in training the teachers in English, preparing this program, developing the study plan, and but we also know that there may be some certain things that we have to discuss and try to smooth or level them just to avoid any negative things. We also do understand that climate-wise we may be quite a challenging things for the Indian students, but if we think globally, we do understand that the more diverse competences and experiences and pros and cons the students get, the more demanded they are in the global labor market.
Yeah.
Well, we all hope, and I'm sure that you hope that all your students would come back home and work as professional medical doctors in India, but we never know how the situation may develop, and they may be demanded in other parts of the world, and having this experience of winter survival and northern European climate and history and culture shot, if you like, I think it's an asset to their CV later on. Okay. And since we have some freedom for experimentation, some latitude, maybe some maneuvers that we probably discussed already, we probably think we'll try to somehow meet the requirements of your medical examination with the training of students here. Because this is one of our most important tasks, is not just to train them according to our standards. We do understand that most of them are seeking their employment according to the standards of your respective countries. So
The next exam.
For next exam,
Yeah.
they are planning to prepare the students so that.
but that will require very close collaboration amongst us, because we have to give the leads to the teachers, to the faculty, what kind of topics, maybe with which focus, But that's the next step.
Next level. That's the next level. And ma'am, what we can plan together. Like we have few good universities in India which are in top 10, you can say. For we can customize the program in every summer vacation for 2 months. Those students can get their training in India hospitals, and remaining they will get. So that there will be a fusion of Russian curriculum and Indian curriculum.
The more practical exposure.
So they will get a good
And if they are doing these practicals in India, they will have connections with doctors, with the authorities, and then in future they will have job opportunity also. It could be more plus point if it's possible. Yes.
That will require lots of responsibility and accountability on the students' parts, because they will be far away from their professors, and we won't be able to just to watch and to coerce them. But this is again our task, how to administer that, because we also have this experience. We told you that we have about 300 plus international students. There is a huge bulk of students from Jordan, just happens so. And we also come through that it's more beneficial for them to have their practice at home country. But in this case, we have to, to follow all the guidelines, the requirements of the program here, and the expected outcomes. They should bring the real result of their internship.